Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Weather with Sim forecast. And in today's forecast, we're going to be going over your frost and freeze outlooks. We're also going to be talking about this heavy rain event. We're also going to be taking a look at it, but it's still going to continue for today as well. So the heavy rain event was kind of a concern. We saw up to 2.5 inches of rain in the tri-state, and I will go ahead and show you guys that. But before we start off with that, we're going to just go ahead and just take you through. We just got a general risk for thunderstorms across this area. Not really a big concern, but we will have to see if they did issue a marginal risk. But if you do take a look at the fire outlooks, we got literally three critical risks in a row. Because if you look for day one, which is today, we got a critical risk across Los Angeles, California, getting into Riverside, even Glendale, California, and even a few other cities. But I mean, this is kind of just nuts. If you guys remember, I think this occurred in the like at 2020. Oh, it was during the 2018. During 2018, we actually had California's worst wildfire season ever, but I'm hoping this won't turn out like that. So, I mean, we'll have to see, but hopefully we won't see a record fire um, over here in California during these critical risks. So, I mean, it will be a pretty intense fire, even though it's just like a critical risk, we could still see a pretty intense fire. Same goes for day two, pretty much across the same areas. Doesn't really include Los Angeles, but still near that area. And then day four, as you do see, it is showing cities and that, which does mean there is a critical risk. So yeah, it's looking really active across California, especially near the Los Angeles region. So hopefully we don't see a record-breaking fire, but I just want to let you guys know that during 2018, that's when we had that record fire season. So hopefully that doesn't happen this year. Excessive rainfall outlook, as you see, this site risk will continue till 7 a.m. today, so we will still have a small potential for flash flooding. Day one outlook, which is going to be for today, as you guys probably do see, it actually does change a little bit. This one kind of shrinks a little bit. This one kind of gets a little bit more open. So if you guys look, this for Sunday into Monday, which is today, and as you do see, we still got that slight risk in play for a lot of areas, guys. Look, this still includes Southwest Indiana, even includes Evansville, and if you look at yesterday, still it includes Evansville. So you guys are literally seeing 2 days in a row of possible flash flooding. Hopefully, we don't see a flood watch get issued for all of this area, but we'll have to see. Climate Prediction Center outlook, we do have above average temperatures, or well above average temperatures for much of the western United States, including Utah. We also got mostly near normal for the eastern United States, which is good, but southern Florida is seen pretty well above. Northern Maine and even northern Wisconsin, Minnesota, and even North Dakota are seeing some pretty well below average temperatures, and then places like New Orleans is seen below average. So I mean, it's a little bit concerning. This goes from November 3 to November 7th. So as we get into November, we'll definitely experience some very big warm ups across the western United States, and then some below average across the eastern. But as we do take a look at the 8 to 14 day outlook, we're seeing much above average temperatures across the western United States again, but this also includes the south. So thankfully, after that big time cool down, they're seeing a little warm up, just to kind of get like a little like beneficial. I don't know what to say. Just to get like just to feel good again, especially after that big time cool down. We're seeing slightly above average temperatures across the south region. So Yeah, you guys, if you guys, whether you guys like warm or below average, you guys will definitely experience both. So make sure you guys do be aware of that, especially if you live in the south. If you live in the west coast, you're just gonna have to have fun in the sun while it's really warm outside. Temperature outlook, we do have a slight risk for well below average temperatures on um, November 4th to November 8th. Snow outlook, no snow outlook, wind outlook, just one for Washington and Oregon. Precipitation outlook, same thing, but heads into California, but then we also got it for the southeast. So make sure you guys do be aware of that. And as we do take a look at the frost and freeze outlooks, as you do see, we do have some pretty active alerts. Cause if you look, we got a big widespread freeze and frost area that definitely could be seeing some pretty active freeze. So I mean, we are already seeing a freeze watch. And I'll actually go ahead and show you that. Did I forget to pull that up? I think I did. So let me go ahead and pull it up. There we go. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we actually got freeze watches in effect for like southern Indiana, getting into much of Kentucky, southern Illinois, and southwest Missouri, and then we got a bunch of. So I mean, we're seeing a ton of freeze alerts like literally all over. This must be a winter weather advisory. Yeah, that is. And then these very dark pinks are fire weather alerts. So this kind of just nuts. We're just seeing freezing alerts all around. We're seeing winter weather advisories. We're even seeing some ski weather across the Denver region. We're getting up to about a foot of snowfall around that area, so that might be enough to go skiing. So make sure you guys do be aware of this, and we just got a bunch of freeze warnings to keep out for it. Make sure you guys are covering your spigots because water does expand. So if water does freezes in your house pipes, they'll explode. So make sure you guys do cover your pipes if you do live in these freeze warnings or these freeze watches. But as we do take a look at the estimated rainfall, I know most of my followers do live in the tri-state. I heard someone comment down below that they do live in the tri-state. They also told me that I can be a meteorologist when I get older, and whoever told me that, thank you very much. That is very nice of you. And before you commented, and I do want to let you know that before you commented, I actually was going to be a meteorologist when I got older anyway. But I mean, I'm still glad you told me that. So that's very nice of you. So, and even thanks for liking my videos too as well. That's also nice. So, but as we do take a look at the estimated rainfall past 24 hours, and like I said, most of my followers do live in the tri-state, so that's why I am going to show them. And as you see, we're talking up to 2 inches of rainfall across Warwick County, 2 inches of rainfall across Evansville, even 2 inches of rain across Mount Vernon, and even getting into a little bit of Kentucky, just literally a little bit south of Mount Vernon. But if you look, we're even seeing most of Warwick County and Evansville and even Posey County get up to an inch, which is pretty good because they kind of need it. But we're also seeing some Harrisburg. We're even seeing a little bit for Carmine, and even getting down to Interstate 57. So yeah, I mean, we're definitely talking some rainfall. But as we get a little bit farther north, as we get past Interstate 69, rainfall does die down a little bit, but we still got some isolated dots of 1 inch or more, but we're definitely not talking 2 inches up here. So if you live north of Interstate 69, rainfall does seem to be a little bit less concerning, especially because you're not seeing up to 2 inches. But if you live south of Interstate 64, then we're seeing a little bit higher amounts. So yeah, make sure you guys do be aware of that. And yeah, so but down here in Kentucky, we didn't really see an inch of rain. I mean, we did see, it looks like we saw up to 2 inches of rain literally south of Madisonville, but anywhere between Evansville and Madisonville, we didn't really see a whole lot. Besides, we did see a little bit in Henderson, but that's really it though. So, yeah. Definitely wasn't a big concern for our western Kentucky counties nor our Illinois counties, but since we did see up to 2 inches, just literally a strip of 2 inches of rain, that's definitely going to be a little concerning for flash flooding. But we do take a look at the GFS model. This is the radar, and as we go ahead and take this forward, we're going to see another round of rain today, and it's going to continue through the nighttime hours and into tomorrow, and then that will finally head out, and then we'll see, and then we might end up seeing another round of storms. Besides, this is more intense farther north, because if you look, we could be talking some mixed precipitation mixed with heavy snow and mixed with storm. So a stormy, snowy, mixed precipitation around November 7th at 6 a.m. And as we take this forward, as you see, another wave of showers and even some thunderstorms does come in, and we could maybe be talking about a little bit of snow for Virginia, but this we could still be talking about a little bit of rain on November 9th, and that will be during the evening hours. And then if you take this forward, that will finally head out. So it's a little bit concerning across Ohio Valley. If you look, we're talking some heavy snow on November 7th, and then and then we could be talking like a few snow flurries across in Indiana towards the Indianapolis region on Halloween around 1 p.m. So if you guys do have any Halloween plans, it will be freezing, so make sure you guys do be aware of that. But as we do take a look at total fall days anywhere from now to November 11th, and as you do see, we're seeing some pretty widespread amounts, especially across New England, but we are still seeing like up to 6 in Wisconsin. We're even seeing some for Colorado. We're seeing at least up to 3 inches of rain, if why not a foot of snow in this little area right here. We are even seeing up to a foot of snow in New York, but those are definitely going to be in the higher elevation. Same goes for Massachusetts, maybe even Vermont and New Hampshire. So we're definitely going to see some pretty active snowfall in the higher elevations. But anywhere around the higher elevation, we might be talking some beneficial snowfall. At least anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of snowfall will be possible, especially across like Missouri, Oklahoma, and even Texas. But we do take a look at the precipitation outlook. We'll go ahead and take this forward. This is precipitation still to come, and this is anywhere from now to November 11th, kind of like what I said with the snowfall, but there's rainfall still to come, and we could be talking up to 4 inches of rain in at least western Massachusetts, western Connecticut, southern Vermont, southwest New Hampshire, and even getting into eastern New York. But we're even seeing like up to at least another inch of rain possible for a pretty large area. So we will have to keep our eye on this. And as you guys probably did see, I'll actually go ahead and show you guys this again. As you see, we saw a storm on November 7th, and then we saw a storm on November 9th, and that's before November 11th. So that's why it's saying there will be like at least up to an inch of rain, but that's only if you add both rounds of showers and storms for the total. So this is the total for anywhere from now to November 11th. So, but the Northeast, we're seeing some very heavy rain, at least up to a foot of rain at the most, and that's going to be very concerning. But as we do take a look at, let's see, this, think we already took a look at this for a second. I was like, did I do two snowfalls? I probably did, but we don't need to take a look at that again because we already did. But if we do take a look at the dew points, I see freezing dew points will go in around 7 p.m. on October 30th. As we get into Halloween, freezing dew points stick around for the entire time and continue through November 4th, and then those will finally head out. Then we see another wave of freezing dew points on November 6th around 6 p.m. and we'll go ahead and take this forward, and then we're talking some more waves of freezing dew points as we get into November 11th. So we're talking frost advisory just continuing through Halloween and even continuing to November 11th. So it's just going to be active. But we do take a look at the current temperatures. So we're going to go to today, which is October 29th, around 7 a.m. We're talking freezing temperatures across a lot of areas, even close to freezing across some of Missouri, Illinois, and even Kansas. But we're even talking like some nice 50s. We're talking nice 60s down here. But I would take this forward. This cold front will start to come through, bringing very low temperatures across much of the Ohio Valley again into New England. This may head down as far as Jackson. Let's go. Let's see. Yeah, wow. Really, we're seeing from freezing dew points almost to Jackson, Mississippi, but this does include Huntsville and Birmingham. But we're still seeing some like 25s across Indiana, even up to New England. So wow, we're just seeing the 20s across a lot of areas. And I will keep taking this forward, and as you do see, we'll continue to stay dry for quite some time, but then as we get to like November 10th, we could be talking about another widespread freeze across some areas. Same goes for November 11th, and then we'll have to see what happens on November 12th. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys did like my videos. I'm really glad that someone did comment down below. I even liked what they said. So thank you very much for doing that. Also, I do want to let you guys know that this rainfall event has kind of been pretty intense across a lot of areas. So like I showed you on Eyewitness News, we got like up to 2 inches of rainfall. So I mean that was kind of concerning. But yeah, but thank you guys very much for watching, and I will do one tomorrow.